The Abra announcement for Litecoin is definitely going to be a really big game changer when it comes to looking at the Litecoin technology and understanding what Litecoin actually has in store for its potential. I think that moving forward, we're definitely going to see Litecoin really competing with Bitcoin Cash, and I think that Litecoin definitely has a substantial advantage regarding the potential for the technology and the future that could be in store for Litecoin, especially where things have been moving forward and so forth. When I look at the list of cryptocurrencies, there's definitely a substantial reason why Litecoin is in this number 5 position. I think that Litecoin definitely has earned their ranking within this top points of crypto, and understanding the current situation with the market. I mean, we're looking at a $257 billion valuation when it comes to all these different cryptocurrencies. So it's definitely interesting to see the way that these various technologies have been interacting with the market and the way that they've been interacting with the public consciousness, especially in the light of seeing these various developments and so forth. But one of the things that I've seen that I see as a fundamental indicator of what value these technologies actually bring to the table, I take into consideration how these technologies are actually interacting with the fact that how they're interacting in the real world, the things that they're doing, and the way that they shape up in comparison to one another definitely comes to mind when I'm looking at these. The fact of the matter is that I think that Litecoin could definitely overtake Bitcoin Cash for that number 4 position. I think that it is definitely within a realm of possibility to see Litecoin, especially with the current circumstances. Certainly everything is seen better days in regards to the totality of the crypto market as it currently stands. However, there is hope. There's hope for the future. The cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is definitely a it's the future in the making. So when I look at the current situation and the way that things are as they currently stand, I have to really keep reminding myself the fact that this really is the change of a paradigm. We are seeing these technologies are slowly but surely making their way into the world and actually interacting, on some real levels. Now, I understand that Light Pay was a disappointment to a lot of people, and I'd be inclined to agree on some level and say that as things continue to move forward, we definitely it's important to provide criticism where criticism is due when it comes to these different technologies, because if we don't vocalize the problems that we face, then there's really no way to have any checks and balances and move forward in regards to development. So the fact that Litecoin certainly did see a boost. I mean, we look at the graph, and obviously there was there was a lot of hopes. People were thinking that that was going to be the really changing and deciding factor. But I think that I wouldn't necessarily blame any one of these particular technologies for where they stand in the current moment right now. Looking at the fact that there's red all the way across the board. I mean, every single crypto you look at, it seems is in the red at the moment. So it's definitely something to be said, and I wouldn't necessarily see it as a specific fault of any of Litecoin itself, because I think that with these new, especially with Abra announcement, this is definitely an interesting time to be involved with cryptocurrency and looking at these different technologies. And I would see Litecoin as definitely a sleeping giant. I think in a couple of years, years, people will look at Litecoin as something completely different than the way that we're perceiving it today. And especially at this $116 value for Litecoin, I mean, certainly it is down from where it was the way that we remember it a couple of months ago. And it seems like 2018 has gone by very fast, and the market's shaping up to basically be moving in an interesting direction. I would definitely say, and according to my particular perspective, that we're certainly going through what would be called a healthy correction in regards to the possibilities that are in store for these technologies and so forth. But I think that all this is necessary as we move forward and we see these developments happening in real time. Crypto Recorder is still maintaining a rather optimistic headline: Litecoin LTC ship about to sail, don't miss out. I definitely take these different news articles with a grain of salt, like everybody. I would always keep in mind the fact that all these different news articles are really all they're trying to do is get people to click on advertisements and use their website. They're not necessarily they don't have the best interests of the community at heart. But all that being said, I still do see these different articles as an interesting indicator of the public consciousness when it comes to these different cryptos, and understanding where things are going to be going in the future. I think that Litecoin definitely does have an interesting outline. When I look at these technologies, my analysis, especially of Litecoin, is fundamentally data driven. And in comparing Litecoin to Bitcoin and the way that these technologies are going to be acting in the future, and the way that we'll be seeing the future actually developing in regards to the paradigm shift that's currently happening involving all these different technologies. It is definitely interesting to see these different things. And also, I would definitely recommend that you guys go and follow Litecoin on their Twitter. They actually do a great job keeping people up to date regarding the latest developments that are happening. And yeah, always make sure that you're following the correct Twitter and so forth. I know Litecoin doesn't actually have as many followers as a lot of other, and especially the fact that they don't have that blue check mark. The way that I would find it, I just go onto Coin Market Cap. I just click the social, and then right there, it's as reliable as I can basically get. Just the fact that it's linked through that website and so forth. I mean, all that being said, you guys definitely make sure that you go and follow me on my Twitter as well. That's at CryptoTuber, and I'm always interested in building this community with you guys and seeing all the basically, I'm always interested in sharing information and so forth, always for discussion purposes, of course. Remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only, and I make this video basically just for the sole purposes of sharing my opinion. But remember, you guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. And yeah, I'm basically just making this video so that I could share my perspective, and I'm always interested in hearing what everybody else has to say involving the crypto space. But yeah, definitely go and make sure that you check out Litecoin on their Twitter. Definitely make sure that you follow them. Really great service. Even if you don't have a Twitter, it's definitely worth making one, just because it's a great I mean, it's just a great resource in regards to finding the news, basically breaking free from I mean, obviously I like the Crypto Recorder sometimes. I find that they have some interesting things in their articles, and I'll read them from time to time. But all that being said, it is interesting to look at all different perspectives when it comes to these things. Yeah, you guys should definitely go and check out this video right here, though. I found this video really interesting. It's by Tyler S. And yeah, he talks about Abra and the possibilities that are in store. He goes through Twitter and reads a lot of the different information, a lot of the different perspectives. And this is one of my favorite YouTubers who's currently rising up in the space as of currently. I just find find it a really helpful perspective in regards to finding the different information regarding these technologies and so forth. So yeah, definitely go and look for the link to this video in the description, and I definitely recommend that all you guys go and follow and subscribe to Tyler S. Definitely an interesting perspective there. I really enjoy this content, and yeah, so you guys can find the link to that in the description. But yeah, in reality, I would say that I've said it before and I'll say it again. I could see Litecoin as being $1,000 cryptocurrency. I very much think that it's well within the realm of possibility to make that projection within the year of 2018. I think that it is very possible. Currently, I mean, like I said, we are looking at the $257 billion market cap, but all that being said, I mean, there are a lot of different variables that come into consideration when understanding where these things could be headed in the future. And I think Litecoin definitely is shaping up to be one of those interesting technologies, and definitely something that's got my attention. I'm certainly doing a lot of research regarding Litecoin, and I think that it's important to pay attention to all the different variables and so forth. I mean, obviously, Litecoin news is a good resource as well, but always make sure that you're just following those verified looking and doing and finding your information directly at the source. Yeah, and remember, you guys, I'm not your dad, so I'm not responsible for any decisions you guys make regarding Litecoin. I mean, and certainly anything can happen in cryptocurrency, so don't come crying to me if you become disappointed, because like I said, I'm not your dad. But yeah, all that being said, this is another really awesome video, Crypto Capital Venture, and he's probably not your dad either, but you guys can go check out his content right here, and I'll actually include a link to this video in the description as well. He talks about a lot of the things that are going on in the space that I find really helpful for the community. So yeah, I'll be providing a link to this video in the description down below. So if you guys are interested, you could definitely go and check that out. But yeah, definitely interesting to see Litecoin moving in the direction that it is, and I will see you guys in the next video. Remember to subscribe to the channel, put on post notifications, like this video, and also remember to comment down below sharing your perspective. Thank you guys. Have a good one.